We're talking all things insurance today. Chase Smith with Alliance Insurance is answering your questions about home and car and all of the above. All right, so this text question is, I inherited a house in the mountains of North Carolina when my father passed away 4 years ago. I've never had insurance on it. How do I start?
I would start by contacting a local agent. You can look it up on Google, pick up a phone book, contact a local agent, and that would be your best starting point.
Are there certain documents or anything like that that they would need to have?
Not necessarily. Of course, the address and any pertinent information, the name of the owner, date of birth, and the agent will be able to help you through that conversation.
And if you have like a nationwide insurance kind of thing where they have locations all over the place, you could possibly call your agent, yes, and they could hook you up with the person that would be best, or?
Yes, typically, it depends on the agent and the agency. My recommendation would be to at least contact someone in your state. Usually state licensing applies, but in your state, I always like to push local.
Mm-hmm. All right, this person says, can a deductible be lowered after a claim has been satisfied?
So I would answer that in two ways. Yes, the deductible can be lowered after the claim has been paid. So you can contact your agent, go to your insurance policy, and lower your deductible if it was too high for during that claim. But no, you cannot change your deductible during a claim.
Right, so you actually do have to pay that deductible, and then for the next time you would make a deductible, that's when it could possibly be changed.
Correct.
Okay, we have another deductible question. This one says, can you lower the deductible for hail wind damage? Is $2,000 normal for North Carolina?
Well, it depends. So yes and no. Where do you live? So if you are in the eastern part of the state, the answer may be no. It also depends on the insurance company. Some insurance companies are requiring that the wind hail deductible is higher than the all peril deductible. So again, I would contact your agent, ask, if you're not comfortable with the higher deductible, the $2,000 wind hail, then ask if you're able to lower that. But also understand, the lower the deductible, the higher the premium.
Mm-hmm. And so those kind of go hand in hand. And $2,000 is kind of like the running deductible for that.
It is for wind and hail, and especially in the eastern part of the state, around the triangle area, we see some lower deductibles. But again, it depends on the house and the risk of the person that owns the insurance policy.
Okay. This person just asked, are tools in your basement covered by your homeowner's policy?
If they're used for personal use, yes, they are.
If they're used for professional use, though, then that would come underneath the insurance of your company?
Correct, right. If you're running a business out of your home, that's excluded from a homeowner's policy. So that would need to be covered on a commercial insurance policy.
Okay, good to know. This person's asking, are four-wheelers or side-by-sides covered by homeowners insurance?
It depends. If they're used for the upkeep and maintenance of your home, then yes, they would be covered for liability purposes. But for comprehensive and collision, so if someone steals your four-wheeler ATV, or it catches on fire, or you run it into someone's vehicle, that would be comprehensive and collision, and that would only be covered if you insure the ATV separately.
On your auto policy?
You can do it on your auto policy, or there are some standalone ATV policies.
Gotcha, okay. So this person says, what happens when an insurance company drops you after you've been with them for 20 years? How do you find new insurance that will accept you?
I would touch base with an independent agent. Independent agents have numerous insurance companies, so you can share all of your information, understand why you were dropped, and an independent agent will be able to shop numerous insurance companies to hopefully find you a product.
Okay, quickly, does a homeowner's insurance cover a leaking roof?
It depends on what caused the leak. If it was normal wear and tear, if your roof is 50 years old, then Possibly not. If it was caused from, a windstorm blowing up a few shingles and then it raining, then yes, it should be covered.
All right, good to know. Thank you so much for giving us your expertise. We so appreciate it. If you missed any of these questions and the information, you can find it all in our website in the WFNYnews2.com and in the 2 Wants to Know section.